So you got to really read that question, man. Just because that
So,
thing's circled doesn't mean that's what it's looking at. See, that's where you got.
I'm guessing this is a transistor. I'm gonna throw things. This is ridiculous. That's a battery.
Well, what did we just talk about? What did we just talk about? Don't
Oh
get
god damn it! You looked at four. Oh no! Oh no! I didn't look at the circle again. So you wanna watch a
bring
little?
it up, son. Let's go.
Damn! Calm yourself. Oh wait. Well, I've started the recording anytime, so we could do it.
Oh, so you started recording. Okay.
Oh yeah.
We should probably, just as a reminder, when you post this, we should probably put a link to ham study and signal stuff in the comments, or just a link in the description or whatever.
Okay.
So,
We can do that. I can do that.
hi again, everybody. Andy here, Alpha Alpha Zero Alpha Mike, and this is Tyler, affectionately known as No Call Tyler, who just woke up and drug his butt out of bed. It's 5:30 Sunday evening. So,
This.
rough night last night or what?
Yeah, I was going too hard. It was.
Was you up studying the whole time and now you just
Oh
woke
yeah.
up again or
It,
what?
it, it was a solid like 20-hour session of just straight studying ham radio. Uh, I can't tell you how hard I
I
was
don't believe you.
going.
Stop with your nonsense. I don't
Hey,
believe you.
hey. Maybe with the study mode, you'll figure out that I had been studying or not. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, we will see. I was going to ask if you studied at all since our last week, but yeah, we're using Ham Study by Signal Stuff. They make the signal stick for your HT and stuff like that, signal stock. Pretty cool website. It helped me anyway, but what we're going to do is we're going to drop a link if you want to take a look at it yourself. But we're going to kind of go ahead here and we're going to do study mode. And Tyler's last test, it showed that he needed help in what? What section was it that you needed the most help in? And that
It seemed like everything.
seemed like everything. Well, there's a good reason for that because we just took the test out of nowhere, right? Okay, so section T1, I guess that's where it's at. Let's get in there and see what we can do in study mode. See if we can do some damage in there, learn something.
Learn everything. Uh,
Oh yeah, there's only 10 sections.
all right. Is this how you start and you learned, or did you just watch through? Did you learn through osmosis through other people on other channels? Just like, okay, or did you already know a lot of it beforehand, or um,
No, I got the book from the ARRL, which we could probably put a link in there too for that. But I got the technician's book. I think it was ARRL, but whatever. Yeah. So then I went through that, and
this thing?
there's you kind of like that, yeah, kind of like that exactly. So I started doing that. Right. I read it, and I go through and I take the practice exams in the back, and then I'd read more, and then I'm like, gosh, there's got to be, you know, is there a way that I can do this like on a flat screen? I mean, I love books, but this was a different thing where I was trying to learn and flip back and forth, and I'm like, gosh, there's got to be a better way, and I'm not sure who. It may have been either Smoking Ape or Jason or anyone at Coffee and Ham Radios that brought up signal stuff, and I'm like, you know what? Let me give this a try here, and that seemed to work a lot better for me. So a combination of both book reading and uh, and this internet stuff really helped too. So
Yeah.
you should definitely get into the book reading part of it too. So, but we can start off right here, uh, in section T1, whatever, and then
Good old
however.
book reading. I haven't done much book reading since last May in college, of just
You get back
random
to it.
things. Yeah, yeah.
You get back into it as you get older. That's a little bit different than when I did it, but
So I'm
now
guessing.
actually you could probably combination wise with your book if you don't know the answer or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Let's just see what this is about here. So So what was your question?
So I'm guessing this is just gonna go through like any random things all the way through T1 through T10. Well, this one's T6, it says. So it
Yeah,
feels like
so
it's just gonna go.
you can specify it
So
if you want to, but
here's one question: what is the difference between T1 and T2 and all the way up? Is that just like different level of difficulty or something
no,
like
it's
that?
just different sections. Like one's like FCC regulations, and
Okay.
then things like that.
Because
So
because my brain, I was like, oh, it just goes up the ladder. You get from the easiest to the hardest.
the hardest- ah,
T1's the easiest. I was like, okay, I get to learn the easy FCC things, and then T10 is like, okay, what are all these? What do the things on a radio do? Okay.
no, no. So and then the other thing that's cool about this ham study here, it tells you, okay, so overall you've seen 9% of the questions, right? And your aptitude on those questions is 3%.
Yeah, I got a third. I
So
got a third of them right on the last test.
you've exactly. So that's where we're at. That's that. So you get to watch your growth, and it helps you too. So we can do the whole wide ranging thing for a little bit here.
Did you ever?
However you,
Did you ever know if how many questions I have to get right on the technician and general? Are they like the same or do I have to?
yeah,
Are they? Is it 28 out of 35, or what is it?
it's either 28 or 27 in that ballpark.
Okay.
Just shoot for 30. Or whatever, once you start taking practice tests and you're over 30, 35, whatever, I mean, you're going to be ready.
Once
So
one,
and
one,
that's
once I get perfect, I'm good.
no, not necessarily that. I mean, yeah, that's the goal, but I mean, there's always a chance you miss a question somehow, and then oh no, I'm only at 34 and 35 instead of 35, and then you freak out. No, that ain't it. So once you go through these, you study for a little bit, study, 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 then you take another practice test, and then those little bar graphs over there will tell you, oh, okay, well I'm missing a lot in section T2 or whatever, and then you specify that section, and then you study more in there, and then that brings up your aptitude level in that section, and then you move on. Then you just kind of peck away at it till you get it.
Damn, there's like 40 questions in each, and then 70 questions in the first one. There's a lot of questions.
Yeah,
So no.
there is.
Okay, well, I guess let's get started for now. See what I can learn today.
Yes.
What are the
Mm.
names for the electrodes of a diode?
Yes. And yeah, there's a. You know what a diode is?
I've heard the name. I don't. I wouldn't know if fully.
Well, I happen to have some right here. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Let me hold these bad boys up to the camera here. These are diodes. These are especially these are rectifier diodes. So
What do those
now
do?
there's, huh?
What do those do?
No, let's not confuse you yet. They rectify stuff. So, so
Rectify.
anyway, so
Ah, rectify.
this question is asking, what are the names of the electrodes of the diode? And those are the things you'll see on either side. And diodes specifically will have a stripe on it. So you want to, whenever you're putting them in, you want to make sure that you put them the right way, which is usually marked on a circuit board or whatever like that. But
So,
that's what a diode
did you say the diode was the thing? Were they on the far end or the things in the middle? They weren't the they weren't the black things. Were they the metal parts or were they the far ends?
is. Yeah, that was a set of five of them. So this is one
That
diode.
that whole thing is the diode.
That whole thing is a diode, yes.
Okay. And they go
So
in.
there's
Do they go into like a radio or something?
they can, and then they'll go into lots of things, amplifiers, things like that. Uh,
And they're just there.
so
I'll learn about it
yep,
more
and
later.
usually these are protection. These are for this one here specifically is actually for protection for grid meter protection diode is what this is called. So
Okay.
this won't let a certain amount. This won't. If something happens inside of an amplifier, this thing will stop the bad things from hurting the grid and the plate current meters on an amplifier, on an older
Okay.
style amplifier, but
So,
kind of a just a protection. Yeah.
so just thinking, I would, I would think. I don't really know the answer, but my guess would be anode and cathode because that just sounds like it would go with diode, but it could be totally wrong.
Well, once you get it, and that's a pretty good answer there. But once you understand it, then once you answer the question, click it. You're right. Now you
Correct.
know that. You know that. That's in your brain now. You know anode and cathode is a part of a diode.
I mean,
Oh.
I think that's one of the simpler questions I've seen.
But we learned a little bit about it, right? So, yeah, go ahead. What's the next question?
T8. What telemetry information is typically transmitted by satellite beacons? Hmm.
Cookies. No, they don't transmit cookies. Your mom brought me cookies. That's
That's
awesome.
crazy. I want a cookie.
Oh, these smell awesome. Oh, these are ginger cookies. These are like my favorite. I must have done something good today.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
That'd be good.
Yeah,
Why
there's
you?
something in them.
Addison already knows that they're there, and ooh, those are good. That was before I even cooked them.
Cool. Thank you. All right.
You should get me a cookie. You should send it in the mail. That's crazy. I can taste it from here. That's crazy. Let me just put it in the
Pretty good.
camera. You can see it closer. Okay,
All right.
what
What telemetry information?
what is telemetry?
Data.
Okay, so if I think about it as like what data info is typically transmitted by satellite beacons, uh, signal strength or receive signals, time of day accuracy to plus or minus a tenth of second, health and status of the signal. I
So what?
I would think um you would probably want all three of those of A, B, and D because you want to know how the satellite is, what if it's staying in check, and if it's sending out all the signals. But I think it's either A or C, but that's my guess. So I'm gonna choose
Would that
C.
all fall under one? I was just gonna talk to you about something. Would that all fall under one category though? Those other A and B, would that fall under one other category that's listed up there?
Of sending of the signal strength to receive signals,
No. Well, all encompassing.
health and status. Hmm.
There you go.
Some sites might, but the keyword here is typical. So it's health and status of the satellite.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So it just
Because A and B are all part of D, but it's not all of the. It's a weird question, but
I might get confused on that one later. Oh, okay. So it's I feel like most of the questions that I've seen, the answer is not all of these are correct.
yeah, I seem to remember that. I didn't know if they changed it in the question pool, but so
Because
yeah.
in a lot of different things, there's some places that a lot of the time that's the answer, and then there's some other places where or other tests where that isn't the answer. It's like okay, so it's one of these ones.
Yep. So you have to read the question. Did you answer the question right up there? Because you have to go up. Or no, you didn't. Okay. So whatever. Just keep going, I guess.
Health status. What T7? I haven't gotten a single one in T7, right? What does an SWR reading of 4.1 indicate? Uh, what's
Don't get.
what's SWR?
Oh, that's a great question. That's standing wave ratio. That is basically, if I tell you, you're going to get it after I say it. It's just a impedance measurement, yeah.
Okay. And impedance doesn't matter with gain? Or is that coincided with gain?
Yeah, that's not what this question's asking, though. I mean, it's asking what does 4 to 1 mean? It's very so you want to have as close to 1 to 1 match as you can have. That's perfect, right? Perfect standing wave ratio is 1 to 1.
Okay. I didn't know that.
So don't let this question kind of trick you up with because it's putting in numbers and stuff like that. And
So yeah. So it's just not, it's not with gain, it's impedance.
yeah, in the realm of this
In the realm of
question,
this question itself, it's impedance.
yes,
Okay. So it's mismatched then.
yep.
Standing wave ratio. The
And
goal.
that's one of the things. The goal is to have 1 to 1. Yep. And that's you're gonna. That's what I mean. That's ham radio right there. You're gonna hear a lot about standing wave ratio.
Okay. When using a directional antenna, this is T3, how might your station be able to communicate with a distance repeater if buildings or obstructions are blocking the direct line of sight path? Hmm. Hmm. Increase increase the SWR.
Well,
Uh,
that
try to find a path that reflects signals. I don't think so because try the long path. Long path. What does that mean? What's the long path?
boy, that's something. Okay, yeah. This question here uh, is making it harder than it is. If you read the question and the one that kind of makes the most sense, it's just the most sense, honestly. Even though it sounds dumb, it just makes the most sense.
Are you telling me it's the long path?
I am not telling you that.
I'm like, I don't know what the hell a long
Long
path
path
means.
is waves and propagation. That's waves and propagation stuff. This is a directional antenna. So like the arrow we just built, that you know that's a directional antenna.
So if it's so if it's you think it would be simple if it's just changing from vertical to horizontal? Oh my.
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Doesn't sound like you're very confident
What would
there.
water do?
What would water do? Uh, increase the antenna SWR? Nah, water would just find a way, so.
Pretend you're a wave, man. Pretend you're a wave. How would you get from point A to point B?
Find
There
the
you
antenna.
go. So yeah, you got to get out of the way of obstructions is basically what that question's boiling down to. You got to get out of the way of obstructions.
How do you do that?
Move around because usually if you have a directional antenna, it could
Oh,
either be handheld or you're going to move your rotor some different way, or you're like, oh, okay, I got a building over there. That one's going to reflect it, whatever. So yeah,
okay. What if What, if any, are the restrictions concerning transmission of language that may be considered indecent or obscene? Any such language is prohibited. The FCC maintains a list of words that are permitted to be used or on amateur frequencies. Prohibition. The ITU, the International Transmission Universe.
International Telecommunications Union.
That is crazy. Wow. Okay, I'm guessing that's not the answer then. What if any are the restrictions concerning? I'm gonna say any such language is prohibited.
There you go. It's simple, right? Just boil it down. Yep.
What term describes the use of audible tone transmitted along with normal voice audio to open the squelch? The squelch of the
Okay.
receiver.
Yeah. Now think about this. Like, okay. You and your brother, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna go to you're gonna go somewhere. You're gonna go to a bar, and there's a secret code to get into the bar. Your brother knows the code, and you don't know the code. He's gonna get in, and you're not, right?
I guess, yeah.
So that's kind of that's an kind of a weird analogy, but that's kind of how repeaters work. Some repeaters, anyway, they'll have a what's called a CT. Oh, I just answered the question for you. They'll have a tone that's carried
The
that allows.
CTCSS?
Yes,
What does that
that's
mean?
the one.
What does it stand for?
I want to make sure I get it right for you.
Control.
Continuous tone coded squelch system. Continuous
Tone.
tone coded squelch system.
What does squelch mean?
That is like an adjustment on a repeater or radio or whatever on your radio that if you have the squelch turned all the way off, then you'll just hear everything. You'll hear everything. So
It doesn't
when you
like.
back off this,
Does it like?
when you turn up the squelch, it squelches things like, okay, it squelches. So now my voice is squelched because I'm whispering. And now my voice isn't squelched.
It like reduces the power that and it.
No, it doesn't
is like,
reduces the power. It just reduces the signal. It reduces the amount of signals that are coming at the same time, right?
it focuses and defocuses basically.
Yeah, that's a way to look at it. Kind of like I don't know cameras very well, but aperture, like what doesn't let if you're gonna adjust the light or something like that, you know,
You guys
I don't know if that's a good way to explain it or not, but
for
we're getting out.
aperture.
Let's see,
For aperture,
huh?
aperture is either allowing more light in or allowing less light in,
There you go. That is the same thing that
like the
the
pupil.
continuous tone coded squelch system does.
Okay.
That's not it. No, that's what squelch does. I'm sorry. That's what squelch does. The CTCSS is the actual tone. It'll be like 67 megahertz, or there's a whole list of them, but that the repeater looks for, right? So it looks like this 60. Say it's 67. The repeater looks for that tone. Then it'll allow the transmission to come in. That's called opening the squelch.
Interesting.
So yeah, so that just means that any random signal can't get into the repeater, right? So like uh, whatever signal's coming on and it goes by the repeater and it doesn't have the tone on it, then the repeater won't hear it. But if I key up my handy talkie that has that tone and I'm trying to get into that repeater, it opens the squelch and then that allows it to go out everywhere, right?
Okay. Okay. I think I understand a little bit.
Okay.
Which of the following bands may provide long distance communications via the ionosphere F region during the peak of the sunspot cycle? I don't think it's all of these. I don't think it's all of these. I've been tricked too many
Okay.
times. I've been tricked too many times. Which of the following bands may provide long distance? Um, Now it's just a shot in the dark because I don't know which band correlates with which distance or something else, if it's different or not. But
Okay, well, this is giving you, okay, there's 23 centimeters, 70 centimeters, 1.25. Those are VHF, UHF. And just to give you the answer again, those are not specifically ionosphere, F layer, F region specific. 6 and 10 meters is a long distance communication, right? So I can talk around the world on 6 and 10 meters, or you can talk on them.
is
So
it
those are the ones that are,
is it because it's longer?
yeah. Okay, so 10 meters is a 10-meter wave, and 6 meters, 6-meter wave, 23 centimeters. Yeah, it's just the VHF and
Because that's what
UHF.
I was thinking before you said anything. I was like, well, this one's the longest one. Seems like it'd be perfectly normal to have that be going the farthest.
That's high frequency HF. That's HF communications. That's your dipoles and things like that. I mean, you can make them for smaller, but that's right. There we go. Whatever way we got there.
Which of the following is used to determine if an antenna is resonant at the desired operating frequency? I don't think. If I'm thinking simple, then I would think. Hmm. I've never heard of an. I don't think I've ever heard of any of these actually.
Yes, you have. You've seen me use them.
Which one? Which one have I seen? The
The
analyzer?
right answer.
The antenna analyzer? Is this the one thing that we went outside with and you like connected it to?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that one yellow orange thing that you have.
They come in many colors. Yeah. Yep.
It's just an analyzer. Just think simple. Think simple.
Yeah. What's
Tyler.
that question again? Yeah. Think simple. What's that question again?
What is used to determine if an antenna is resonant?
Mm-hmm.
You chowing down on that cookie right now.
It's a good cookie.
I bet. I bet. What causes an LED to emit light? So it's either RF signal or current. I never really thought of RF signal with an LED light. But I don't know.
Well, answer the question.
My first guess would probably be for forward current because it's just going. But that's just the most simple thing.
There you go.
I didn't expect that to be right.
Yeah, current. Yep.
I think I remember this.
Okay.
No, what? I got it
Oh.
wrong. There's no way. What was it? What's the correct answer? Resistor. What? I've been bamboozled.
Yeah, you've been bamboozled.
Where's the
Your
transistor?
memory is faulty.
This is the lamp, but there's no lamp. Is this a different image? This might be a different. No.
Yeah, there's lots of different images. Yeah. Now you know.
So
Resistance is futile.
this seems like it was a transistor in the other image that we did last time. I'd have to recheck the footage. Might have been a resistor, I guess. Which one of these four is the transistor though?
Is there one on there?
Is there?
Is there?
I don't know. Okay, well that helps.
Well, you just need to worry about resistor.
But there was a transistor in the last video. for that like exact same spot. Then the lamp was up there. Then the connector and whatever else was the fourth one. I'm not crazy. Okay, well, I guess we'll go on. How soon after passing the examination for your first amateur radio license may you transmit on the amateur radio? I know this. I think I know this answer. I think.
Okay.
As soon as immediately on your receiving your nope. As soon as your operator station. I think it's that one.
There you go.
Bada bing,
Okay.
bada boom.
Look at you learning.
What is the component in? That's a lot. That's a lot of components.
What is component 6?
Move your microphone back.
Oh, component 6. There it is.
Component 6 is this one. I don't think that's the resistor. If it is the resistor, then I've been completely flabbergasted. I don't know what regulator is. I'm going to say it's the capacitor.
Winner. Okay, memorize that.
I don't know about that one right for now.
Hieroglyph there.
This one's the capacitor. Is there a transistor on here?
I don't see one.
What's the symbol for transistor?
I think it's just the arrow placement in that image. Look it up.
Oh,
You have the
here
Google?
Here we back.
Oh wait, there's.
What is component 4? Did I not do this? What is component?
Oh, there you go.
I see.
Get
So
that.
I think this one's that transistor, and this one's the resistor.
So you got to really read that question, man. Just because that thing's
So-
circled doesn't mean that's what it's looking at. See, that's where you got.
I'm guessing this is a transistor. I'm gonna throw things. This is ridiculous. That's a battery.
Well, what did we just talk about? What did we just talk about?
Oh god damn it! You looked at 4. Oh no! Oh no! I didn't look at the circle again. Oh my god. So I've only failed on this one because I've only been looking at transistor and it's been looking at the circled item.
Just because this is circled does not mean it's where it wants you to look, man.
Damn it. So the battery is the end. The resistor is the beginning. The transistor is the middle. And
No, not beginning and end. It's the symbol.
the little wave thing is the resistor.
There you
The lines is the battery. The thick line is transistor, I think. Otherwise, I'm. What is the approximate bandwidth of a typical single sideband voice signal?
Oh, you got this one. I think you got it wrong, then you got it right. You should know this. I ain't helping you. You should know it.
It's 3. It's 3.
What? You get 6? Ah, yep, okay.
I think that's. I
That's alright.
wonder if that's what I did last time.
Well, now you know it.
What function is performed with a transceiver and a digital mode hotspot? I don't know. Function? Communication using digital voice or data systems via the internet? High-speed digital communications for meteor scatter. Digital communications via AFSC. I'm gonna say this one. Nope. Nope.
You've
Nope.
seen this before. I've had a hotspot in the truck before.
I didn't know what it was for though.
I did explain it. Remember we were in the McDonald's parking lot? We were coming back from the game that night, and we were in the McDonald's parking lot, and we were listening to that guy from Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That
do
was a
remember
while
that.
ago.
Okay.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago, but you remember. Yeah. Well, that was going through. That hotspot was connected to my phone, which is basically internet, right?
Which of the following is an important safety rule to remember using a crank up tower? Crank up. This type of tower must never be painted. Okay. This type of tower must never be grounded. I'm gonna guess it's the middle one. This type of tower must not be climbed unless it is retracted or mechanical safety locking devices have been installed.
That
Now
is
I
an
don't know.
excellent-
Now I don't know.
Why?
Why would it be? Well, crank up. The tower cranks up, and then you can't
Dude,
climb
if
it.
B and D are stupid answers and A is all of the above, then it must be C, right? Now, why is it C? Read that again. That is a whole.
Did you hear what
That's
I
a
said?
whole sentence. What were you saying?
The tower cranks up, and then it's like unsafe to climb it, so you can't climb it.
Huh.
Is
Interesting way to think about it. Yeah.
Is that not what it is?
This type of tower must not be climbed unless it is retracted or mechanical safety locking devices have been installed. So you can climb it if the safety devices are installed. But anyway, the answer is C, right? Because the other two were dumb answers.
Which of the following precautions should be taken when measuring high voltages with a voltmeter? Ensure
Don't lick the shiny parts.
if it's powered on.
Oh yeah.
Ensure the voltmeter has very low impedance. Okay. Ensure the voltmeter and leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. Okay. Ensure that the voltmeter is set to the correct frequency. I don't know about that. Does it need a frequency? Ensure that the circuit is grounded through the voltmeter. Does it need to be grounded? Ensure that I think this is a precaution, so I'm gonna say this one.
There you
It's the
go.
only one that sounded like a precaution at all.
So what's it say? It says ensure that the voltmeter and the leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. So you just have to make sure you're using the right gear for the right thing and it's set right.
What factors affect the RF exposure of people near an amateur radio station? Amateur station antenna. Frequency and power level of the RF field, distance from the antenna to a person, radiation pattern of the antenna. I think this might be the first one with all of these. I'm not
could
gonna
be.
lie. It could be. I'm gonna see. Let's see. Hey.
Oh, there you go.
If all the answers seem like they're not complete nut job answers, then that's all of them.
There you go. That's so far.
Yeah, I know, right? What is the approximate length in inches of a quarter wavelength vertical antenna for 146 megahertz?
You got a calculator on you?
I have Google
I have Google.
calculator.
Well,
What do I have to divide it by 4 or something? Okay, what is the approximate length in inches of a quarter wavelength vertical antenna for 146? So, does the antenna have to be a quarter of the length of 146, or I wouldn't think so.
well, do your math there, whatever you think.
I don't know what the math would be though, because if you take 146 divided by 4, it would be like 45 or 36, and that's not on here. It's like, okay, the closest answer to that is 50. It's 19. I don't know why.
Well, let's figure out how they got that answer.
They divided it They had 300 divided by 146.
300. You know why? Because that's the speed of light in meters, right? 300 million. That's a key number you're gonna want to ingrain in your memory too.
2 meters is almost 80 inches. 19 inches is the closest answer.
So that's pretty. That math looks garbled, but it's really pretty simple when you look at it. So get off the gigahertz stuff there. Go up. Okay, so yeah, so 300. That's the speed of light in meters divided by the 2 meter band at this frequency is 146 megahertz. So that equals 2.05 meters. Okay, so then you're trying to find out how many inches it is, and then what was the? Because that was what the question was, right? The question was, what was the question again? I forgot. Okay. What is the approximate length in inches? Yeah. So you have to find out how many inches were basically in the meter first, right?
Yeah. Which of the following can provide power gain? A reactor? I would think reactor reacts. Transformer maybe? I don't think it's resistor or transistor. What? It's the transistor.
Oh.
No. Oh my god.
There you go. You want to read why?
Why? Transistor is the only component in this list that has gain. I guess it's the only thing that was on the may have high secondary voltage. So the only option that makes sense in this list is transistor. Okay. Why are metals generally good conductors of electricity? They have many free protons. All these choices they have many free electrons. They are relatively high dense. Is it the I think it's protons. Because it likes to proton, neutron, and electron is outside. No, neutron's in the
middle.
And then protons, but then electrons are the ones that are bouncing around.
Yeah.
So then I would think it would be electron. Yeah, because it's the one you need the valence electron, I think. Oh, that might be something with the periodic table, but the valence electron is like it can be swapped over to other things, and metals usually, I think, are pretty good at either taking the valence or the extra electron from the electricity over or something like that. That might completely just talking dumb, but
Hey, and if anybody hears that or hears anything that we're saying that's wrong, yeah, correct us, comment, whatever, man. Yeah, comment below and let us know.
which of the following protocols enables an amateur station to transmit through a repeater without using a radio to initiate the transmission? Now this one's gonna be a real shot in the dark. Which of the following protocols enables an amateur station to transmit through a repeater
without the use of a radio?
Yeah, no, that doesn't help. Let's do D-Star. Nope. Echolink.
Echolink. You can use your phone with Echolink. Yeah. I was gonna try and start narrowing that down for you, but that's okay. So Echolink, you can use your phone and things like that. So next.
T0, or is this T10? No, yeah, it's just
Yeah, it's 10. Yeah.
We can focus on ones to study. Interesting.
Yeah, you can roll back the tape, and I did mention that.
We'll see. Which of the following is an important safety precaution to observe when putting up an antenna tower? Oh, this was on our last question. This was on the last test. Let's see if I remember. Which of the following is an important safety precaution to observe when putting up an antenna tower? Wear a ground strap connected to your wrist at all times. All these choices are correct. Look for and stay clear of any overhead electrical wires. Insulate the base of the tower to avoid lightning strikes. I think I chose all of them last time, and it was wrong for some reason. Look for stray when putting up an antenna tower. Wear a ground strap connected to your wrist at all times. This one just seems dumb. Because if there's electrical wires, why? What? Insulate the base of the tower to avoid lightning strikes.
Why would that seem dumb? I don't know. Wouldn't you want to look for electrical wires? I don't know. Man.
That seems like just a normal thing you would try to. You would just. It's like, you're putting this up. Why are you going to put it up right next to electrical wires?
Maybe your boss told you.
Then that's a different type of boss. I guess it could be. If I say all these choices are correct and I'm wrong, then I think.
Well, if one sounds really dumb, then I mean, it's another answer.
You're making it sound like it's not dumb. Insulate the base of the tower. Nope.
Nope.
Why is it that one? Why? That's just like a.
Tried.
Are we talking about? Are we talking about like any electrical wires, like anything, like just like from wired to pole?
Just look, yeah. Just be aware of your surroundings. That's what it's trying to tell you.
How big of antenna tower are we talking? We don't have to do anything to avoid lightning strikes for a big antenna tower.
Not the stuff they're talking about.
How should I know that? How
Wear
should I
a
know
ground
that?
strap on your wrist. Wear a
Huh?
ground strap on your wrist. How are you gonna climb a tower with a ground strap on your wrist?
Why do you need to Why do you need to climb a tower when you're putting it up? How big a tower? How big a tower are we talking here?
I think you're getting lost in this here, yeah. Because
Oh
towers are in
my.
sections, so you have to climb up it, yeah, to
Oh.
put the next section on. Just look for wires.
All right, let's do two more. Two more.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
When may an amateur station transmit without a control operator? When using
I
automatic.
think this was on your
I
test,
think
wasn't
this
it?
was on it. I think this was on it too, but we'll see if I remember. When using automatic control, such as in the case of a repeater, when the transmitting station is an auxiliary station with a station licensee. For some reason, I think it's this one. For some reason. Station licensee is away in another. I might have chose this one last time and it was wrong. Damn. Is it never?
Yep. I know it.
Yep.
Never! Never! Never.
I probably chose that one last time. Was like, okay, I think I chose that one. I'm pretty sure I knew I got that wrong, but
This is just a replay of last week on that one. So, when may an amateur station transmit without a control operator?
never.
Never.
Alright, well, last one. Which of the following connections is made between a computer and a transceiver to use computer and a
Oh, this was on the last test too. Yeah. You got it right though, I think.
Did I?
I think you did. I can't remember though.
No,
Sure.
I think I got this wrong. I'm pretty sure I got this wrong. I think it is this one. Yep. I got that one wrong last time.
Yeah.
So we're at 13% overall scene and 5% aptitude.
Hey, those bar graphs are filling up. So that's good. Yeah, that's a good place to kind of call it. But hey, yeah, if you made it to the end of the video here, we appreciate you watching. And like I said, yeah, if there's something that we completely caught or messed up, yeah, please go ahead and let us know in the comments where we messed up. but yeah, we're just gonna keep going with this, and Hamvention is May 17th, so
The countdown to
getting
Hamvention.
closer. Yeah, I know it. We should honestly put the countdown up here just to make more pressure for you.
That's crazy. Yeah, we'll see. On
All
that,
right, man.
yeah. Okay. End of
All right, man.
podcast
Good
number
job.
2.
End of pod number 2.
Bye.
See ya.